Well, it all started about 11 years ago. I was in high school. It was my second last year when my teacher, Davida Laney, she was my teacher for Certificate 2 in Creative Industries and New Media. And she tapped me on the shoulder and said, I know someone who is involved in theatre. I know that you're interested in these things. Go along. So I ended up working with a woman by the name of Lindell Brownlee. I was the assistant stage manager, which is a nice title for me, just sort of puttering around and making sure props were in the right place for Lindell, who was the stage manager. I got involved as that in 2012. And in 2013, I was in the ensemble. And then I had a gap year, and in 2015 I went to Townsville and did a myriad of different things, short films, community theatre there in Townsville. And now I've come back to Cairns. I moved back August, September last year, 2022. And yeah, I was doing a directing workshop with Doug earlier this year. And yeah, Doug asked me to come aboard to help in the directing process for Tony and Cleo. So yeah.
And how's that all going?
Somewhat bewildering. It feels strange in a good way, coming back to this space where I started my community theatre journey in a very different capacity, and now I'm re-entering this space and things have changed, but a lot is still the same. It feels otherworldly in a way, in a sense, to come back and be in this very different capacity as a assisting in the directing process for where I started at the very bottom. So it's kind of magical.
What are you hoping you're going to gain out of this process?
Experience directing theatre. I've dabbled with directing for short films and other projects that I've written and made with friends, but I really want to learn what it is to be a director for myself, and also not only to direct, but also as a theatre collaborator. Because for me, someone who started as part of an ensemble, I have a huge respect for the ensemble process of theatre and arts in general. And I want it to give me this all-round understanding of all of the different parts that are moving around. And I guess for me, what I really want to get out of it is re-entering the community theatre space and taking all of the experience that I've garnered over the last 10 years and put that back into a space that gave me a chance.
And what are you enjoying most about it right now?
The collaboration, coming in and talking to everyone and touching base and meeting people who are really passionate. And that's something that always drove me in community theatre, because everyone's here for the purpose of making it. Everyone's got different jobs. They're living in disparate locations all over the place, but they all come together to do this one thing. And we're all here to experiment and play and have fun and tell a story. I'm just loving that. The collaboration. That's best part of it. Community theatre is just so special. And I would encourage anyone to jump in. If you want to act, if you want to be more sociable, if you want to learn about yourself and how to express and to touch base with people from different backgrounds, I highly recommend this. All cultures, all across the globe, have methods of expression and theatre in some sense, whether that's dance or music, painting or whatever. I would just encourage people listening to think about, the beauty and the joy of this, and not to be snobbish about community theatre. There's so much that you can garner from it.